Good evening from Northern California and Oakland. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, Oracle Arena, oldest building in the league. Crazy to think this is its final season.
And Ed, if I know these fans and I know this team, they're going out with a bang. Good luck walking out of Oracle with a dub in Dub Nation.
They've had a lot to cheer about in recent years. Let's get ready for this one. The opening tip controlled by the Warriors, and we're underway in the final year at the Oracle. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Jumper's good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
The assist from number 0.
Paul George, 4-2. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Curry with it up top. They trail by 2 to Russell. Curry to Green. Down low Thompson. Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Beverly into the front court. Lead is 2. To Paul George. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Curry with the basketball. Down 2. Green to Russell. To Curry. 5 to shoot for Golden State. To Thompson. 4-3. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George, defended by Draymond Green. Just not going down.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Curry with the ball. Has a look. And scores.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Draymond Green. Tough matchup against George. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Russell, deep left corner. To Russell. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Curry to Green. Fires the 3, and Draymond Green thrives in these spots. Hand in his face, he still knocks it down.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
It's PG for 2. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Paul George, he's now 4 for 6.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Curry to Thompson. To Curry. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Kawhi Leonard gets a look. Can't hit. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ivica Zubac trying to cash in on a three-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Thompson. Driving right to the basket. Here comes the screen. Thompson to Curry. Thompson. Man, that was a tough shot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
George, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Curry to bring it up. 2-point advantage. To Russell. Curry to Russell. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go. Leonard. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads a bucket. Here comes the screen. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
Old school equals high percentage.
Leonard to George. Fires the 3, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
It's Steph Curry with the rock to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Green. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Klay Thompson matched up with Paul George. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Klay Thompson against Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Clippers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors have kept it close after 1 half. What really stood out to me was the way they did their scoring, that being from long range. The majority of their points came from shots taken beyond the arc. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Leonard to Paul George. Has a chance. George with a shot, no good.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
It's LA Clippers ball. Paul George to Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Russell to Curry. Can't miss those. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 1. To George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Leonard to Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Thompson to Curry. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Thompson. buries it.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To Leonard. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Curry into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Stephen Curry with a look. Steph Curry. 3 for 6 now. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Curry. No good. That's great defense. Beverly into the front court. Shot clock off as they look to move out in front. Tight space with the crossover just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and it's deadlocked. All tied up. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter, and this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in the position to win this ballgame.
Beverly. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Russell to Curry. To Thompson. Russell. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by D'Angelo Russell. LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Leonard. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Russell matched up with Paul George. To Green. Curry. Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Kawhi Leonard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Russell to Curry. Down low, Cauley-Stein. A lot of contact, no whistle.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Possession lies with Golden State. Russell to Green. Takes stock of the floor. Draymond Green against George. Curry to Green. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Paul George to Leonard. Slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Russell into the front court. His guys down 11. Klay Thompson against Paul George. Curry to Thompson. Five on the shot clock to Curry. For 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kawhi Leonard defended by Thompson. And the rebound grabbed by the Warriors. Curry into the front court. His guys down by 9. Steph Curry now 4 for 9.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Curry with it up top. His team down 9. And they call it. Draymond Green matched up with Paul George.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Steph lets loose. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers were solid in today's victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Golden State Warriors lost this game on the scoreboard, obviously, but they really lost this game by not being physical enough. Again and again, they allowed the ball to get inside, and once it was there, it was getting scored. A lot.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.